I am the top 5 best snappers in the world.
SuperTechGod. Welcome to the Marvel Snapcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Marvel Snapcast. I'm your host, Ken, aka the SuperTechGod, and of course, we're here with your co-host, the one and only
Top 5 best snappers in the world. Sino, cause I snapped that hot fire, you heard?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So, how you doing, my friend? How's your week been?
It's been good. It's been really, really good.
I'm glad
It got a little dimmed down by people, but it was really good.
I think the meta's in a great place. I think Tussin, shout out to Tussin, gave us that awesome meta weather report last week, and the meta has been exactly how he said it, and nothing has changed as of yet. We did have some awesome things happen last week. I'm going to post it up right here, actually, on this side, right between us. This is the awesome split by yours truly, the one and only Top 5. Now, when he posted this split, the whole internet blew up.
I think it broke Twitter from the jump. I think once it was out, it was like, whoa. And then I went to other streams and heard other people talking about it, which was really cool. And thank you for the love.
Yes, that was phenomenal. Snap Twitter, we got Snap Twitter. We also got Black Twitter. Happy Black History Month, by the way. But Snap Twitter definitely blew up with that awesome split you guys see over here in the shot. So that night, of course, he was on everybody's stream. Everybody's talking about it. I also have that variant. I said, you know what? For shits and giggles, let's try to get the same split or better than Sino's.
For shits and giggles?
For shits and giggles. So at that moment, as we're talking about it, Sino walks in the chest. I'm like, Sino. Matter of fact, we have the short for you guys. We're going to let that short run for you right now. We got to split this, right? We got to see if we get a nice split as well. Sino, welcome in, buddy. I told everybody you got the best Galactus split in Snap history right now. You ever seen that Sunspot? Yeah, that Sunspot's so good. Alright guys, let's see if we get something cool here. Can we beat Sino split? I gotta beat it so that we can go put it on the internet right now. Oh, did we just beat Sino split? I was joking. I was so joking, bro. I was so joking. Your first day back, Kay. Look at this. Bro, I was joking, but damn. So you guys see this amazing looking, awesome gold God Galactus split. Yes, it is better than Sino's. Didn't intend to do it, as you guys know, it was a joke.
You're a thunder thief. You are a thunder thief.
It was a joke. You
just couldn't let me have the shine. You couldn't let it happen. You had to just come through and steal my thunder.
You sound like my boy Guest Gaming, who posted a...
Shout out to Guest Gaming, and you're right, Guest. I agree with you now.
His Black Bolt. And I didn't mean to... Pause. I didn't mean to do it, but, you know, the variant gods of Snap blessed me with some amazing splits. So, nonetheless, awesome week. Again, back to the meta. It's been flawless. So, we're going to dive into our next topic, of course, the segment that everybody likes the most on the show so far, which is Talk That Talk.
Yeah, there we go. That's what
I'm talking about. See, so you can stop being gloomy. So,
a little louder next time. A little louder, but that was good. I like that right there.
All right. The mic should be good enough to pick it up. Nonetheless, we're going to kick right into our first topic of Talk That Talk, and of course, that is the wonderful OTAs that just came out this past Thursday. Now, of course, kick things off, the first part of that OTA was no other than the one and only Luke Cage. Now, of course, this month is Black History Month, and every Black History Month I like to put out videos spotlighting black superheroes and black villains in Marvel Snap. The video basically gives you a history, origin story of said card, as well as why they have the powers they do in Snap. And at the end, of course, I show off the top 3 variants of that card. And at the very end of it all, the end of the month, we're going to put all those black superheroes and villains in a deck and then try to get a conquest ticket with it or border.
I think that's dope. I think it's really cool that to integrate other cultures, especially in different type of months. You have Hispanic month, you have all sorts of different culture months. I think it's really cool to try and find those cultures in Snap and then put them in a card list and play them out. And I think that's dope. I think that's awesome. I think we have to explore other cultures and see other stuff. You know what I mean? Like I think 100%. We'll be open. If we're open-minded, we'll find out some new stuff. So it's awesome.
Correct. So to kick it off, of course, Luke Cage is the top of the OTA, which I think is one of the best changes out there. And he is now a 3/4.
All right, he's back, y'all. Let's go.
That's right. So Luke Cage originally, before this, was a 2/3 ongoing. Your cards can't have their power reduced no matter where they were. They then nerfed him and made it where he's a 2/3 still, but now your cards here cannot have their powers reduced. A lot of people were upset. Yeah, it was a very, very different time, but it kind of dropped Luke Cage's stocks down a lot. Mm-hmm. And, of course, High Evo run rampant with Wasp being one of the powerful cards and as well as Cyclops. We're going to stop there for a second because let's talk about Cyclops. So a lot of people, when the game came out, people were talking about, oh, these vanilla cards, Cyclops being one of them.
Right.
People were very upset, like, oh, Cyclops is a vanilla card.
Right.
Why does he have these powers? Why is he so weak? Et cetera, et cetera. And, of course, Second didn't explain, like, listen, we have a new card game. We have to make some characters vanilla that people know so that we can, get the game to be popular and people can understand, oh, Cyclops, I know Cyclops, right? Now, they made this change by using High Evo, where High Evo now gives Cyclops his true ability, which people say now is overpowering. So it's funny to me that they really don't like that change. I mean, listen.
I don't think it's what he does. I think it's how much he does it. So I think people are just unattracted to the -2.
Right.
I think they just want -1.
That's fair. But I think the fact that he's a vanilla card, he needs High Evo. So he's not just one card that does this. He's 2 cards that do it. Mm-hmm. So I think, to me, it's just like...
he has to be partnered with High Evo in order to be special. I mean, you could Patriot and all that, but, to really get the effect of Cyclops, you want to play him with High Evo.
Right. But to say all that is now, Luke Cage was a problem when he's only the lane because people just wait and put Luke Cage in another lane and then the Cyclops will go in the other lane.
Right.
Now all that shit stops because Luke Cage is back. As Sino mentioned, he's now a 3/4, so he got the buff in both power and, of course, in cost. So he's like a nerf buff. Mm-hmm. But he now protects all your lanes, which is phenomenal.
That's right. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yes,
100%. I'd rather have Luke Cage as the old Luke Cage, which is the new Luke Cage now, than the one that we previously had where you had to put him in a lane in order to stop your cards from power being reduced. I'd much rather him just play on the field, ongoing, everybody's safe. So I like it.
Yeah, now Luke Cage can be in packages with Surfer if you need to put him in there.
That's right.
As well as Cerebro 4 now could become a big popular card. That's how he made Cerebro 3, one of those back in the past. So that's Luke Cage. Now, of course, the next card that was kind of controversial, a lot of people were very concerned about it, is Hulkbuster. Now, Hulkbuster has been utilized mostly in move decks and destroy decks. And the way he works was, before, he was a 3/5 on reveal. Merge this with one of the cards here. So the way it works, as you guys know, because he had that 5 power, if he merged with a card, they get the additional +5. Their cost doesn't change, so if he does merge with a 1 cost, Killmonger will still kill it, or Elektra, but at least they have that 5 power. So the goal here was to merge him with cards like Human Torch or Multiple Man, and then destroy it, use Phoenix Force, or even merge him with cards like Vulture or Dagger. So he was mostly prominent in the move deck. Then, as Destroy went bananas this past meta...
Shout out to Deadpool.
Yes. You merge him with Deadpool, destroy him, bring him back, etc. Now, with this nerf buff, however you want to put it, the reason why I say it's a nerf buff is because, of course, he lost power, so originally that's a nerf, but he did lose cost as well. And he can now be played on curve in Destroy decks, how I feel. So you could play Deadpool on 1, right? Deadpool on 1. Him on 2 to merge with Deadpool.
That's right.
You could play Killmonger on 3. You could play Deathlock on 3. You could play Carnage. And you play Venom. They made it in such a way now that destroy, and I think even move, is now in a better curve meta with this awesome change.
I agree. I think it has a way better flow to it. I think it helps the curve, like you said.
Right.
I think just like Luke Cage, it's a worthy sacrifice, guys. You lost the 5, but it's a 2 now. So it's a 2-3. It still works for Deadpool. Gives you another opportunity, maybe. I mean, you have to destroy Deadpool one more time or something like that, really. But, like, gives you an opportunity to do that. Even on turn 3, like, you can drop Deadpool and Hulkbuster now. You don't have to, like,
right.
You know, if the draw was shitty or terrible, you at least have that turn 3 to do, and you couldn't do that before.
No,
you had to wait till turn 4 to do that.
Correct.
Or, you know what? That's a little late in the game for me personally to be doing that type of stuff. Like, you really want to get that combination off early in the beginning rounds.
Right.
So I think it was a worthy sacrifice. Yeah, it's fine with me. Cost reduction, power reduction, but cost reduction. So that's cool.
Yeah, the cost reduction definitely helps, especially with it on curve. And of course, the next change is another move change, and that is for Heimdall. Heimdall was a 6/8 Honorville, move other cards 1 location to the left. Heimdall's text remained the same, but of course his power is now increased from a 6/8 to a 6/9. That power increase is really good only because Shang-Chi got nerfed in the past. So no longer does Shang-Chi hurt 9 or above. He only hurts 10 and above, or destroy, I should say. So the fact that they gave him this extra power is going to help Heimdall be played even more. Me and Sino had this argument about Heimdall. He's like, oh, Heimdall's played all the time. No, he's not. Guess what? Second Dinner made this change so Heimdall now can be played as much more and more frequently than he was in the past.
So Second Dinner gave him 1 extra power, and now all of a sudden he's a different card.
Now he's played more.
Oh, now he's played more.
This is what Second Dinner does. 100%.
8 and 9.
Yes. So
it's like 8 no, 9 yes.
Yeah. So they did the same thing with with Destroy. When Destroy was a 16, he was played every day.
Okay.
They jumped to 15, he stopped getting played. So I don't know if you guys watched the interview with Glenn, and I forgot who was the person's doing it. They asked Glenn that question. He basically said that they make a power reduction, and they see that people in the meta stop playing that card, or they increase the power just by 1, and people start playing that card more. So I guess it's a mind thing with people, or whatever the case is.
I've never stopped seeing it. I keep seeing Heimdall. Now, granted, Phoenix Force can be a little bit more dynamic now, and people might not need Heimdall. They want to mix it up and throw a little bit more, a little bit more in there. But I never stopped seeing Heimdall. Apparently, my friend over here only plays bots, so he doesn't see Heimdall.
Wow. Somebody's really hating because I'm infinite. He's not. Nonetheless, I mean, listen, I'm happy.
You can't attack me today, Thunder Thief. Okay, Thunder Thief? You're not allowed to attack me, okay?
Thunder Thieves. So, Heimdall, 6'9", I think I'm happy for him. I hope he gets played more. I just wish his ability was, if you play him in the left or right lane, he moves everything 1 to the left. You play him in the middle, he moves something to the right. I think that's what it should have been. Kind of throw people off so they don't always know, oh, it's a move deck. Oh, Heimdall's going to be played. We know where he's going to go to the left. I think they should make it some way like how they used to do with Quake and other cards, that if they play in the middle, something different happens. I think that's what they need to do with Heimdall to make him more viable, I feel. Then, of course, the next move in the list was Spider-Man 2099. Now, move is getting a lot of love. I'm happy for them. But this right here was a very interesting change. He goes from a 4/6 to a 5/9. So cost and a huge power increase, but same ability, which is move to any location and destroy an enemy card here.
It did nothing for me, personally. Are you going to play 2099 on turn 5?
No, but...
but think about it now. Now that I think about it, Heimdall's a 9. So that's a big deal, apparently, to my friend over here.
It is.
I'm sure it's a big deal to other people.
9 plus 9 is 18. So yes. 18 in a lane.
And then you have 2099, who is a 9 also.
Yeah,
so
in the lane is very
18,
powerful.
Yeah, that's 18, and he destroys a card. I can kind of see it, but I do not like the appeal of this. I don't like the playing 2099 on turn 5, and I don't. If he destroyed multiple cards, it'd be kind of cool, but I just don't think they did enough. I think the rework needs to happen with him.
Yeah, I agree, because I think him with Hercules would be a perfect combination. I mean, they mentioned Hercules in the comments here. I didn't really read it, but you want that kind of play to be done. So I guess if you really want to think about it, like Sino saying, on turn 4 you play Hercules in one lane, turn 5 you play your boy in that middle lane or whatever lane he's in. You play Hamdall another lane. You move 2099. He hits Hercules. He kills a card in that lane and he moves out.
again. But then he doesn't kill anything else. He just moves again.
But that's fine because now that 9 power sits in another lane.
That's true.
You know what? We're going to test that out. We're actually going to put a card list together.
But just wouldn't you prefer if you did that? Isn't that a sick combination? You did that. You heimed out. He went to Hercules. He killed a card. Hercules pounced him, and then he kills another card. That's awesome.
But to do that, you have to decrease his power, which is fine. But I think the fact that he can destroy
take
two
him down
cards
2, making him a 7.
It'll be not even 7. He has to be less. Leave him as a 4/6. Even a 4. He could have been a 4/3.
I'm not mad at that. If we could get the rework to do that, I'm not mad at that. I'll sacrifice that for that.
But we're gonna actually make a move card list with Hamdall and 2099 and Hercules, and then we'll see how it plays out. We're definitely gonna try it. See if we can get a infinity border with it. And if we do, it will be in this video. Post-production magic.
And congratulations to my friend. Didn't you get an infinity border the other day?
Shout out to Alex Gochia's card list and Ren, who made one change, of course. He changed the Spider-Ham to Iceman. And I think I kind of like that change, only because Spider-Ham could hit an infinite, and of course, or any of the cards that give them a negative ability, and they can play it now without any issues, where Iceman kind of shuts down their entire play, especially if you hit a card that they need to play on curve. So awesome. That Iceman play was good. But yes, the card list will be right here. The card list will be right here between us. And shout out to Alex Cochia. I did go to his stream right after and said, bro, thanks. We did get an infinity border with it. I didn't post it on the internet yet. I should do it before this video goes out. I also got an amazing Thor God split. I don't think anybody else would get from the Max Grek on our first split. I would also put that on the interwebs.
That's fire.
Yes.
I like that.
So now,
God split. That's fire.
Yeah, God splits every day, all day, guys. Now, of course, we have the last of this change, which is the one and only Ghost. Now, Ghost is an amazing card. I really do like this card a lot. The fact that you can always give it priority, and then at the last turn, I made a card list call, tech all the way. Last turn, just put techs in different lanes and win the game. Now, Ghost is here. The only downfall to Ghost is Alioth, but we'll dive into that shortly. It was a 1/2, which of course could get hurt by Killmonger, and now it is a 3/5. So huge buff, in my opinion, for both cost and power. Being a 3-cost card is pretty good. Again, help you out with Surfer, especially on that last turn when you want Surfer to proc. You can have Wong in the lane. You can have Mystique. You can put Ghost down, and of course Surfer comes in and do what he has to do. This way your cards don't get Shang-Chi'd or Shadow King.
Yep.
So this is a very good change for Ghosts. Now, like I said, the only downfall is, of course, the one and only Alioth.
Or maybe Cosmo.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Or Enchantress, right? Because at this point you can't go.
You're
before.
vulnerable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think this is a great change. Ghost, shout out to Ghost. I think it's a great card. I did mention 2-second dinner some time ago that we should have a reverse to Ghost, and that would be Quicksilver. I think, and I stand by, I think Quicksilver, I mean, they didn't make a good reasoning why it can't happen, but maybe they should have a card like Quicksilver, or replace Quicksilver with somebody else. Either way, having a card that does the opposite to Ghost, where you always have priority, and of course be something like Quicksilver because he's fast, right? Like I said, it would be great because he works with his sister and father, which is, of course, Scarlet Witch is his sister, so you always want to change the location of a lane before anybody else plays on it, so that's why you need priority. And of course, Magneto, being able to pull cards like Wong and stuff out of a lane before they play their Surfer there, so being able to have a card like Quicksilver or him to have that ability to always have priority, I think would be pretty cool in the meta.
I like it. I do like Quicksilver having a better ability, but don't you think Alioth will reign supreme?
If always having priority? Yes.
So aren't we kind of toxifying the meta a little bit with that?
I mean, listen.
You're going to have Angry Sino back over here going nuts. F Alive Part 2.
I guess. Forget. But you know what? Not forget what I said. Because you have ghosts, right? So, I mean, you have to take that chance. But yes, you're right. If you always have priority, then you're definitely
you're going to get Alive
crazy. You know what? Here's the combo already. Quicksilver, Galactus, Alliance. Okay. Say no more. Maybe not. Yeah, say no more.
Yeah, say no more. Priority. That's it.
No. We're wrong.
You got to proc it up, though. You got to.
No, we're wrong. We're wrong. Quicksilver will be gone by then, so you won't have priority.
Okay. Well, you want.
It all depends if you're winning that lane.
Well, if you energy up, right?
Yeah.
You have priority. You play Galactus in a lane. But you have priority.
Right, but the thing is,
so Galactus goes off.
But the person's cards could be higher than Galactus.
That's true. You make a good point.
So if Quicksilver was able to stay on the board, then yes, Galactus Alliance will be a problem. But the fact that once you Galactus, he's gone. But yes, Alliance will be an issue. But Alliance is not that. So
I would keep a null on deck just in case.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
I like this change. So we went around the circle.
Yep.
But I think we should have a card that gives you priority. But yeah, now that Sino mentioned it, Alliance will be a problem. Mm-hmm. So that wraps up this OTA for February. I think the first one anyway. I think this was a great one. I'm giving it a platinum rating.
Oh, we have reversed this week, my friend.
Okay, what do you do?
Because I am going gold. I think it's cool. I really like the Luke Cage. I really like the Hulkbuster. I think the Heimdall and the 2099 and the Ghosts are just mid. I don't think it's very dynamic at all to me. So I'm going gold, guys.
I like everything besides Spider 2099 because that card is still not playable, I think. But like I said, we'll test it out and see. That's why I give it a platinum.
But I think that Second Dinner also has a habit of giving us these mid OTAs and then giving us the big one that really pulls, the one that actually blows up the meta. You know,
on everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So, so I think we should all just stay tuned to what's coming next because if we got this and this is cool, but it's not exactly game breaking,
right?
So watch out for the next one, in my opinion.
Facts. And of course, we're going to this week's card, and that is Beta Ray Bill. Mm-hmm. We definitely do have that Funko Pop behind us. Mm-hmm. I'll do the zoom in right now. Zoom, 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 zoom. All right, see that Funko Pop? Awesome. This is the cool thing about that Funko Pop, guys. Mm-hmm. When this video comes out, we want to give away a Funko Pop to one of you awesome listeners and watchers. All we need you guys to do is when this awesome podcast comes out, we want you guys to retweet or requote, however you want to do it, or just post down below your highest Beta Ray Bill power card that you've received this season. I've seen a lot on the internet. I've seen millions. I've seen thousands. I've seen a bunch. We've also had some high numbers. You guys post your highest, and then we'll pick a winner, and we'll ship you guys one of these awesome Funko Pops. Now, of course, sadly, say you guys are going to have to be in the U.S. so we can send this to you guys, but nonetheless, we appreciate that. Now, that card, we both had card lists up. You guys seen it last podcast.
Mine was a little wrong, bad producing, but
he sent me whatever he sent.
Hey, listen, man. First of all, you can't even get the audio right on our podcast. Okay, you didn't run an intro last week. All right, you've been slipping, bro. All right, you've been slipping.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So nonetheless. The card list I made was cool, worked out well. But again, like I said, shout out to Alex Pachia. His card list was way better. Mm-hmm. But Beta Ray Bill is a cool card.
Yeah.
He does exactly what we thought he was going to do.
Yeah.
He could replace Thor in a card list, or you can add him with Thor. I really don't like having with Thor in the card list. I think just him instead of Thor, or Thor instead of him, I think is the way to go. Because it gives you more options. And, of course, playing it with Hitmonkey and Grandmaster.
I really like that. I think you really were onto something there. I think the Hitmonkey play, just dropping the hammers and all that.
Yeah.
You have a lot of cards that you're playing on towards the last turn. You can really proc up Monkey.
That's correct. So I think that's the way to definitely play this. But again, like I said, Alex Cochia put him in a Dark Hawk list with both cards, and it works out well as well. So nonetheless, I give Beta Ray Bill a platinum.
Ooh, I like it.
I kept it. Well, I gave him a gold last week.
You gave him a gold, and now you upgraded to platinum.
After playing,
see, after playing and get to knowing and seeing it, you're like, yo, you either like the card or think it's trash.
Yeah, he got like a double gold, so we're gonna just go straight to platinum.
Okay, so you want to go straight to platinum. I had my experience playing him. Now I did play him in the card list that we showed last week. I'm not gonna throw my boy under the bus like that. That was on me. It was mid. It was mid. It didn't really work out with the lockjaw like I wanted it. But when I switched it to high evo, like I said last week, when I actually put the high evo combination, which I'll show, I have a couple of interesting games how they played out. We'll throw it up right there. it actually was really fun to play. It actually played out really well and flowed really well when I threw High Evo into it.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I actually had a really fun experience. It was kind of like having Thor, and I know people cringe at that because they just say he's just a better Thor, but
Right.
he really is different. He does. He
100%.
double procs, and that makes a difference. The combinations that you could come up with that, as many times as you could get the hammer out, or
That's
you put.
correct.
I put the hammer on Karmatage one time and
my
watched it go
gosh.
to work, guys. So
it's no joke.
So Beta Ray is definitely a better version of Thor. If you're saying he's like Thor, he's way better. He's a better version. But I had a lot of fun, so I'm also gonna match your platinum, and I'm gonna go platinum also.
All right, you did say platinum last week.
I did. I
you
stick
kept
with it. Yeah,
that's
I like
amazing.
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, he definitely great cards. Sino definitely won that discussion last week because he did give it a platinum. I was like, it's gold. Definitely a platinum card, Bill. Now, into our next segment, of course, another fan favorite. This one is called the New Drip.
Yeah, boy, let's go. Yeah,
So,
new drip. We doing it. Let's go.
So in the New Drip, of course, we're going to dive into the new season coming out, and of course, we're going to talk about some variants, etc. Before we get into that, I know Sino wants to express some awesome things in the New Drip. Sino, let the people hear what you have to say.
Guys, I've been listening to you out there in the community, just in streams and stuff, and I think we have a concern on the lack of drip that we're getting in our caches, guys. And I'm right there with you. I felt like it was months went by before I got a variant in my caches just regularly popping up like I used to when I started the game. I'm missing quite a few amount of variants, so I don't understand, and I know
I'm not missing any.
you got Spectrum.
There's that one that we use.
exactly.
They don't count.
I'm gonna ask Binks for cool Spectrum splits so we can put on.
Yeah,
Back to what I was
won't be here
saying.
in that episode.
But yeah, I feel like it's been months since I got a variant out of caches. I've heard other people saying the same. They go through their caches, they're getting titles, they're getting what avatars, they're getting tickets, which we all are fond of.
Yes.
But they're not getting cool variants. And I'm right there with them. Like I just now recently, I think had to have been like 3 or 4 months. I just recently got a variant and 2 variants. It was Blade and a Chibi Absorbing Man, which was really cool. Yeah, but I'm concerned. Why are we not getting variants enough in our caches?
So, to chime in there, I mean, even a person who's very complete like myself, very complete. See the sign? Yeah.
Really?
Yes. The way it works is you can only get 700 gold variants in the caches. So a lot of people expect to get the 1200s. That's not how it works. 1200s are only accessible in the premium mystery variant, which of course is the gold ones, right? The ones you can get in the shop.
For 800 gold. Right.
Correct. So in your caches, 700 golds are the ones that you guys can get, which are, of course, pixels, Dan Hips, etc. So even I, who have all the variants, when I'm going to get the new variants that are in the shop that are 700 gold, when I start to open my caches, as you guys will see if you come on the stream, is that I get avatars, I get pixel avatars, I get titles, I get the gold conquest tickets, I get credits.
How does that
credits.
make you feel when you get that stuff?
It makes me feel very concerned a little bit because 2 things. I understand that they can't just give you all the variants. They can't just give you everything because you don't have said thing. They have to make it random and give you a bunch of random stuff within it. So I understand that from that standpoint. As a player and a consumer of the game, I think if you put enough time to the point where you have every variant, it should be at least 1 to 2 caches before that variant pops up. I don't think it should be a whole 7 to 10 and then, oh, here goes your variant. Like, you know what I mean? But I get it. Hoarding caches isn't the way to go. But as far as players that don't have every variant, you guys should be getting variants every 3 to 4 pulls. I feel that way.
I agree.
Because those 700 gold variants, granted they're 700 gold, which the company can make money off of if you don't have gold, buy gold to get it, it's not as super rare like it is for the 1200 gold or the ultimates. So the 700 golds are pixels, Dan Hips. Those variants should be more accessible to the masses, especially for those who are at a certain collection level, right? So, of course, you're starting the game off, you're at a lower collection level. Yes, your main goal is cards first. New cards, new cards, new cards, new cards. You want variants? Go buy them in the shop. Once you reach a certain level of collection, whether you have all the cards or not, it should be, all right, these people in this bracket, like taxes, this bracket, oh, by the way, guys, it's tax season, do your taxes. In this bracket, it should be, okay, every 3 to 4 caches, they should get a variant. And I think that's the way it should be. I don't see what the downfall is for that. They put in time in the game and money, right? Time is money. So if they played that much and their collection level is at 5,000, for example, 5K, yeah. So after every 3 to 4 caches, a variant should appear.
I agree with you, bro.
I think the system, a lot of people are very, aren't happy with acquiring cards, acquiring this, acquiring that. I think Snap is at a point now where we have a plethora of cards. We could talk that talk last year. Now, I think we're at a point where we have so much cards. The meta changes every week, and we're going to get to a point where we'll be like, okay, slow down on the card giving. Let's give us a week or two. Like I said, shout out to
I
Z.
think we're almost there. I have heard people say that. Like, they want, like,
every 2
3
weeks.
cards a month or something like that.
Yeah,
two or three cards a month.
Yeah,
including a season pass. So you would really be like 2 or 3, 2. Yeah,
because we're getting to that point where there's 2 things happen. We have so many cards now that some of the cards will never get played. So shout out to the OTAs. And then you have another part where the meta always shifts every week. And I think we've all come with ideas that we think could fix that, which is allow people to pick whatever card they want with the battle pass, blah, blah, blah. But nonetheless, this is, again, Marvel Snap is still a new game. The studio is still, a smaller studio than normal. And this game has huge success. And it's like, if it ain't broke, we don't need to fix a lot of things. But not to say Second Dinner has it. Second Dinner been fixing a lot of shit. They've been doing a lot, as you guys can see. They've been fixing a lot. So, but let's go back to Sino's point. Yeah, variants especially, I think, is a big selling point of the game. Because you have both that feel of collecting something and having a collection, having something that looks different compared to other people. When they play, they star eye. You're like, oh, it's, you feel special.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It also gives those people who are into crypto and NFT something to feel happy about too. Like, oh, I got me like an NFT of a variant, right? Because again, none of these variants are yours, guys. If the game dies tomorrow, we're all shit out of luck. But,
Facts.
But for those people who love to collect things, I think that's one of the big selling points. And I think to give more to those who put in the time, I think is the way they should go.
Oh, I like that answer. I appreciate you giving us some insight on that, bro.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
You didn't call me a Second Dinner employee, so I guess I answered correctly.
Not this episode.
So, speaking of which, we have a new season coming up. Always exciting times. Always on Twitch streaming the new season when it comes out. Super happy. I love this time of the year.
You love this time of year because there's new variants.
That is correct. But also, it gives us an opportunity to go back to Infinite. So once you're post Infinite, it's like, you don't want to play a lot. There's a lot of things you don't really want to do. You can't make a lot of fun things out of stream sometimes, right? But when there's a new season, it's always fun to try to get back to Infinite.
Yeah, from the rest of us who aren't Infinite, we don't feel the same.
Again, we're gonna preach this right before we get into this. You do not have to be Infinite. We're not those people that say you must be Infinite or you suck. None of that. Enjoy the game.
Yes.
The game is made to be fun.
It's made to have fun and enjoy.
There is no pressure on me to go Infinite. I am a content creator. I am a streamer of Marvel Snap. I would prefer to go Infinite, but there's really no pressure for me to go Infinite. Nobody comes to my stream and go, hey, Tech, you're not Infinite yet? You're trash. Nobody ever does that. Mm-hmm. So, but yes, I've been Infinite since I've ever gone Infinite, and I plan to continue to do so. But yeah, I'm not one to be like, oh, I'm Infinite. Let me get to rank 1. I'm not that person. I enjoy the game too much to put that much pressure on me. So once I go Infinite, I'm ready to have fun. I'm ready to battle against people, use their card list, try to do conquests, do fun things. Shout out to the tournaments back in the STG Discord. We have a championship coming up between Brocola and Broad A. Shout out to both of those.
Good luck to those guys, for real. Congratulations, too.
Indeed. So again, going infinite is not a pressure thing, but it always is fun to try and achieve, and that's why I'm happy when new seasons come out.
I like to speak to that because I do feel that way. As of late, I'm a little over the anxiety. I'm a little over the sweaty grind.
That's good.
It started to take its toll on me as far as I didn't even want to play the game. You know what I mean? Because it was just like the frustration and I wasn't enjoying myself. I wasn't enjoying the game or the combinations I was playing as much as I felt like I should have.
Right.
So I took a lesson from you and from Tussin and Tuccrr and these guys. They just have fun playing the game, right? They don't stress about it. They just have fun playing the game. Now, granted, it gets sweaty, it gets frustrating sometimes. You're gonna get because you're trying to win.
Right.
But the most important thing that I found out, especially when streaming and stuff, is just chilling, vibing out with the chat, having fun, playing off some great combinations that you didn't think would happen or didn't think you could pull off, and you're like, oh. Look, and shout out to Sino's top 5 plays last week. We saw a lot of great plays there. You saw the joy on their faces, right? Like, that's what the game is about. The game is about enjoying yourself and just being really, really chill with your people. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's what I'm doing from now on. I'm not chasing the infinite. If I get there, great. I'm gonna play it like I always do. I'm gonna grind out. If I get there, great. If I don't. I don't.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I get it. But if you guys want to have a good time and if you want us to help you try to get to infinite, if you come to the stream and ask your question, we're always willing to help people out.
Hell yeah.
So, Black Order. That is the new February season that is upcoming this Tuesday, or, well, when you guys are seeing this, past Tuesday.
Right.
These are the wonderful persons and team of the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. So if you guys ever watch Infinity War, you remember Ebony Maw, who was already in the game.
Yes.
The gentleman whose hand got Doctor Strange off into that area, or was it Wong? I forget who it was.
It was a gate, a portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two that attacked Vision and Wanda in London, and also went to Wakanda to fight as well. So I don't think we saw some of what we're going to mention now, but nonetheless, these are the Black Order. These are the people.
Yeah, we're definitely missing a couple members in the movies, but I guess they just didn't put them out. Yeah.
Correct. So, not to go and say that maybe lean into this too much, but the Black Order in February, I mean, I'm just saying. Black Swan is the Battle Pass card. I mean, we use the algorithm here.
Why they call it Black Friday? I don't know.
Bro, but that's the Thanksgiving. I'm just saying. I know why it calls Black Friday. I'm not gonna give you guys a history lesson. But
no, don't do it. Just
I know. I'm just saying.
Don't do it.
The algorithm's about to work out for Snap because Black History, Black alone, is gonna be one of the most searched up term this month. Black, and we have Black Swan, and we have the Black Order. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, so Black Swan, she is going to be the Battle Pass card. I think it's going to be very... listen, before we dive into this card, we've seen the video. You guys seen the video. Awesome work, Second Dinner, always. Ben Bro cracks me up every time he does
Great video, yeah.
These cards are going to be something different. They're really going to shake this meta up, and I'm super excited for this. So getting into the Battle Pass card, we're going to talk about Black Swan. Her ability is on reveal. Until the end of next turn, your 1-cost cards cost 0. So, of course, they showed I'm going to put it up on the screen for you guys to see it. But, of course, they showed Black Swan with Thanos. Now, of course, getting those stones at 0 is what people hated back in last February when our Creator Clash champion, Ordinary Harry, went and used the Lockjaw Thanos with Quinjet.
Yes, that combination gets him down to a 0. That's dope.
So people were upset. They loved it. He used it, and everybody else used it after the fact. Shout out to Creator Clash. And now, back February, another year in full circle, this card comes out, giving you that ability to make all those stones 0 for a
I feel like it's not fair to Sarah. I feel like Sarah should be able to make card 0 too.
It's tough. It's tough to say that because Sarah.
Why they got to do Sarah dirty like that?
Because Sarah is always, she's constant where this is just one turn.
Okay, it makes sense.
Yep, Sarah's ongoing. She's on reveal. So
It makes sense.
Quinjet is the one that got the shit under the stick. So forget about Thanos for the time being. What about those awesome ass 1-cost cards that are going to be phenomenal at 0 cost, like Martyr, Ebony Ma, right? You could put this. Oh my god! If you think about it, we could put this card in a Sauron card list.
What if you're playing Zero and Ebony Ma at the same time?
They both.
That's
you gotta
10
play,
power.
but you got to play it early enough, right? Because Ebony Ma's have what's it called? But again, think about a Sauron card list. Think about Demon, right? Think about Hitmonkey, right? Because I'm thinking about Hitmonkey right now.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
If you're gonna play Sierra or Khazar and Khazar, whatever you want to do, but you got Sarah, you have Hitmonkey, and you have this card. Those 3 cards alone, you can come up with something crazy where you're dropping all your zero cost 1-cost cards, and then playing Hitmonkey on the last turn. Like, that is crazy. Not to mention, this is why I feel Ghost is now a 3-cost, because if Ghost was still a 1-cost with Black Swan, it would have been a problem. Hitmonkey would have gone rampant. No one could stop it at that point, right? So shout out to this awesome card. I mean, this is going to be the first time in a long time a Battle Pass card is going to cause some meta problems.
Yeah. I just think the ability to play all your ones at 0 is just going to wreak havoc later on in the rounds.
Yes.
So I would definitely save Black Swan till maybe 4 or 5.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, awesome. I love it.
Then, of course, we have the card I assume is coming out with her, or the next card after that, which is Supergiant, which is on reveal. All cards played here. Oh, sorry.
All cards played next turn do not reveal until the game ends.
So we had this conversation about this earlier about it. He felt that Invisible Woman would be no more. And as we all know, that's not the case, kind of, because until the end of the game. So only the cards played
on that turn, yes.
So the cards are played, next turn. So you play this card on turn 4 as it should be played as a 4-cost. Of course, you Zabu it. You mean lesser.
5, none of your cards are revealed.
So post-Magic, you guys can't see that we've been dying of laughter here. If you guys want to see that and what was spoken, definitely support us. We have a Patreon out. So definitely, I know we're going to talk about it later in the episode, but because we're laughing, we can't stop laughing because this is going to make it the podcast. If you want to see why we're laughing so hard, definitely check out the Patreon, because on the Patreon we'll have every episode of the Marvel Snapcast, starting from season 3, episode 1, all the way through, uncut and unedited. So you guys might enjoy. As you can see, Sino can't stop laughing. We're going to get back into it. We're going to try to get focused, and I'm going to say what I need to say, and hopefully he doesn't laugh through it. So, as you mentioned, Supergiant, it's on reveal. All cards played next turn do not reveal until the end of the game. So that means if you play this card on turn 4, the 5-cost cards are...
Keep doing it, bro.
The 5-cost cards...
I almost had it.
Okay. The 5-cost cards won't reveal to the end of the game. So Leech, take that. Iron Man, take that. Sarah, you take that as well. And of course, Professor X, hold that. Okay? So I think this card is going to be another meta-changing card, especially for those people who love running Leech and those 5-cost cards that cost damage. So I cannot wait for this card to come out, and if it is in the first week, along with Black Swan, holy crap. We're going to see a lot of different things happen, because if you do play Black Swan on 4, your 5-cost cards won't reveal.
Nope.
Which kind of helps you out, kind of, because again, you're going to think about it. If you can do the combo where your opponent plays that on 4 and you play Swan on 4 as well, then you could play your Hitmonkey package right on 5 and not worry, because all that's going to reveal on the last turn. So, I mean, we'll see how that works out. I definitely think it's going to be a fun card, and Sino can't hold himself.
I'm just saying, you just, if you're using your Hitmonkey package, protect your package.
Pause. Hey, yo.
Protect your package.
He loves protecting packages out here. That's great. As you should. As an adult watching and listening, always protect it. All right. So then we have Call Obsidian.
Yes.
This is a gentleman we spoke about that had his arm chopped off.
Oh, wait. Just before we move on, bro. Supergiant, what do you think? Do you think Eliath just reigned supreme here. Eliath is back in season with Supergiant because
Yes.
all those cards that you just have there sitting there you know what I mean?
Yes.
Just waiting for it to be just poof and gone.
Yes. I think Eliath, you will be a fool not to have Eliath in that card list with Supergiant. But what you need to know.
What about your opponent? Because your opponent could have Eliath too. So it's kind of.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's going to be tough. Your plan here would have to be to protect those cards. So armor is a must. I think armor stocks go through the roof at this time because not even Kyra can save you.
Right.
You're going to have armor to protect that last turn or that lane with those cards that you know you're going to play on turn 5.
Right.
That you want to keep that procs on turn 6. So your game plan would always be armor on 2, whatever you want on 3, Supergiant on 4, put those cards in that lane of armor on 5.
Right.
And then you could walk with Eliath to take out another lane on 6. So that's basically the way I look at it. I think armor stocks go through the roof.
Okay. I like it. I like what you did there. Walk with Eliath.
Yes.
I like that.
Walk.
I like that spin.
With Eliath. Then, of course, we have Cull Obsidian, who is, you can only play this card where you have 1 cost cards. Now, this card was definitely changed in the past to be where you only have stones, but I figured they felt like, you know what, this card can only play with Thanos.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It just makes it universally playable now. You know, before it was only good for just Thanos.
Right. So now the fact that we have this, again, this card with Black Swan is going to be a great thing because on that last turn, if you want to, even on turn 4 or 5, you should have a bunch of 1-cost cards all over the place with that 0-cost power ability. And then, of course, you could drop this card in a lane and have a blast. Now, this is all text. This is not ongoing, so you cannot soar on it because that's where my head was going. Nonetheless, this is an awesome card to also pair up with Scar and Kyra because Kyra could protect the 1-cost cards. And then, of course, he can be played, and then Scar has a power reduction at that time.
I like it.
Then we have Corvus Glaive, of course. He was the gentleman that got stabbed by Captain America in that movie. He was one of the bad guys in Wakanda. His ability is on reveal, discard 2 cards from your hand and get 1+ max energy.
I like this.
Wow. So I'm definitely going to try to throw him in like a Swarm APOC package and see how he rolls. But that's pretty good. I think that's awesome. I'm a big discard fan, as you guys know. I think this is pretty good. It's going to be pretty awesome. I definitely want to put him in a card list with Black Knight, right? Be able to try to hopefully discard that first card, which would probably hopefully be infinite. Either way, nonetheless, I think this is a great card and a great.
I like him for a lot of discard cards, but especially Black Knight is a good one.
And the APOC stuff because
he discards 2 cards, so you're really hoping that he hits the card that you want him to hit, right? So it's almost like Hell Cow type of random RNG.
Yep.
So maybe playing him in a Black Knight, maybe you want to get your blade first, and then work out through that.
Correct.
But I like him for a bunch of other.
Hella.
Hella. I like him for APOC. MODOK APOC is awesome.
Yeah.
You can put him on Wong Pulse right there with the Hell Cow and all that. You can proc him up. You can proc up Morbius a lot. You can proc up Meek a lot. Like discard is definitely in season. I love it because I love discard. It's a really seems like a really fair way to play the game. You don't really have any toxicity in discard.
No, and I'm a big fan of it. From like I said, those are from the first days with Lady Sif Ghost Rider.
Right.
And then of course we have Corvus's wife, Proxima
Midnight.
Yeah, Proxima Midnight. She was also in the game when they were about to destroy them, and she was like, "This is your only chance," and then they teleported away. Nonetheless, when this is discarded, it jumps to the lowest power location if it isn't full. This card is a 4/6. I thought it was a 4/7. Nonetheless, a 4/6.
4/6 now.
Oh no! Right now it's a 4/7.
Proximia's holy smokes, Proximia.
Yeah, she's a 4/7.
Cost
So
7 power.
she got increased.
Oh, she got a buff even when before she was out. Love it.
So her with Corvus is going to be great.
Yeah.
Because it gives Corvus 2 chances to hit her, and then she goes to that lane where you are least winning. I'm thinking about crazy things here, Zabu or even Moon Girl, get 2 of her, and then have him take a chance and discard it. But you also have other cards that can also discard her, like MODOK, right?
Right.
Discard your whole hand, drop 2 Proximas, and maybe hopefully 2 lanes or 1 lane on the last turn. I think there's a lot of cool things you could try to do with Proxima and, of course, Corvus. But this is going to be a crazy season because not only do we have 2 awesome discard cards, we also have a powerful card. We also have 2 cards that are going to do some interesting things with cheating out energy, as well as stopping turn 5 in its tracks. So overall, I think we really need to discuss Dream Dimension and get that shit out of the game. Because
Not a fan of Dream Dimension, are you?
it basically is a super giant, but worse, right?
Yeah.
Because it makes it eliminates your curve. Your curve is destroyed. I think somebody mentioned it before, and I agree. Dream Dimension should be when it procs, that's the turn. The next turn, your cards have to be 1 additional cost.
And 6?
3 or 4.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Because at that point, 3 or 4, you can play.
Oh, you
cards.
mean bring it down from 5 to 3 or 4?
Oh no! Remember, remember it flips. So, Dream Dimension could be the first location.
Right.
So that means on turn 2 now, your cards cost 1 more. So now you have to have 3 cost cards that can be played on turn 2.
Okay.
Or if it's in the middle location, then it's turn 3. You have to have 4.
Oh, that's the new way you're proposing.
Yes, correct.
Okay, because I'm like, that's not what happens.
No, I know. And if it's
Yeah.
the third location,
Okay.
that means on turn 4 you have to have your 5 cards.
Okay.
Because the way that it works right now is it's there, and your 5th turn gets eliminated. Your 5th turn with curve is gone.
Yeah, on turn 5,
And it
cards
sucks.
cost 1 more. Yeah,
It sucks.
It does. It's not a very favorable. I know whenever I see it, if I'm playing like Lady Thor, I'm tight.
Yes, me too.
I'm tight because
too.
now I know I'm not going to be able to play Lady
the
Thor.
way the RNG works is you have your perfect hand. You have Thor, you have Beta Ray Bill, you have Lady Thor, and you have everything you need. You're like, all right, that third location flips and it's 2 of 1 locations. Ready for this? District X or Dream Dimension. And you're like, holy shit. Nonetheless,
Don't forget Weird World.
yeah. Supergiant, I think, like I said, I like her ability, and I think either Dream Dimension needs to be that, where you can still play your 5 cost cards and then it doesn't reveal to the last turn, or Dream Dimension is when it flips the next turn, everything costs 1 more. So yeah, my rating for this new season going into it is definitely going to be a diamond. I think every card on this list is a must-have. Every card, Battle Pass,
Every
Supergiant,
card?
every card. Cull Obsidian is the only one that is like,
And he still got 10 power to him. That's pretty nice. It's like playing Typhoid without the hitch.
Playing him in a zoo card list.
But he has to be in a lane with a 1-cost card.
Oh, and there's so many 1-cost cards.
That's true. So you got to make sure that you're running a 1. Because cardless out there, they might not have a 1-cost card in
But
their
if you're
hand.
playing up Cull Obsidian, you're going to put a 1-cost
You're gonna put a 1-cost card in there. Yeah.
So-
I like it. I'm gonna have to give it a platinum though. And next podcast or whenever they come out and we really
the
get
end.
when
Before
we
we go to the
really
season.
get a chance to look at them all in totality, then I guess I'll change whether it's good or bad. But for right now, I'm gonna go platinum, and because all these descriptions are just fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm going diamond. I think it's going to be
My man went for the diamond.
I think it's
guys.
going to be double diamond once the end of the season comes.
We talking a lot of drip.
I think the meta's about to be a banana.
That's a lot of drip, bro.
When this whole season drops, we're going to see people make some card lists. Just be like, wow. So yeah, shout out to that. Before we go into the next segment, I have a question. Maybe I'm slacking, but you guys let me know in the comments down below. Have you seen any content creator put out videos on new cards prior to them being released? Like we used to? Like I got the awesome ability to be able to play Ravonna and put a video out before she came out.
Right.
And shout out to Ravonna because she's amazing now. Yeah, man.
Right, I remember that.
But I haven't seen any other content creators.
Didn't we have
wow.
didn't we have one after that?
I remember Black Knight. We had a few after.
1 or 2, right? I know.
We had a few, but I haven't seen last season. I don't remember seeing anybody.
That's interesting.
Let me guys know down below if I'm missing out because I really would like to support the content creators that
Yeah, I did not see a video released
for any cards last season.
as of yet. No.
Kyera, Scar,
Yeah.
any of them. Not mind you, not people who make not content when the card comes out. I'm talking about those people who have the ability to play the game early and then make videos for Second Dinner. I haven't seen any
And
of
put
those
out
videos.
on the official Marvel Snap
Right. I haven't
website,
seen
yes.
any of those in a long time. Now, I could be,
Maybe it was the holidays and everybody's just now,
maybe
getting back
I'm about to say,
around.
maybe I could be blind to it and I haven't seen it, but I would like to give those awesome content creators some love.
Right.
So you guys let me know down in the comments below. And now we're going to a new segment, guys. This is one of my segments now. And of course, it's called Tech with Tech. So now,
He's doing 100 times better today. I'm so happy.
so the way this works, guys, is I want to take everyone's tech cards or favorite tech cards and going to break it down. Discuss why it is the best tech card or the worst tech card, what is tech really about, and how it can be improved or if it needs to be nerfed. And of course, we're going to start with everybody's favorite tech card of them all, and that is the one and only Shang-Chi. So sit back, enjoy, and
Young Tech God, run that.
yes. Welcome to the segment known as Tech with Tech. Hello, everyone. I'm Ken, aka the SuperTechGod, and today we want to spotlight one of the, if not the best tech card in Marvel Snap today, known as Shang-Chi. Now, this card is on reveal. Destroy all enemy cards here that has 10 power or more. So, go back to the beginning. If you're a new player to the game, on reveals are things that trigger one time in that moment as you play the card. And when it comes to Shang-Chi, this is what you want to do, most likely on the final turn to surprise your opponent. So the way the game works, for those who don't know, your goal is to win 2 out of the 3 lanes. So I'm sure in one lane, you're going to put some power. You're going to try to make sure you stay under the shangable line. Yes, the word is shangable, so 9 or lower power. And in the other lane, you're going to try to also try the win, but you're going to have a tech card to help you guarantee your victory, a la Shang-Chi. So the best part about this card is it's not just one card he destroys, it's every card in that lane that has 10 or more power. Now, I know people might say Shang-Chi is too powerful. Shang-Chi needs to be nerfed. I believe he did get a nerf because it was 9 power or higher. Now it's actually 10. And I think Shang-Chi is a necessary evil to help keep the game in balance, right? You have your checks and you have your balances. So for all the cards that can get power in one turn, like Blob or Darkhawk, etc., Shang-Chi's there to keep them in line. Also, armor is there to protect those cards, or Kyra. But some players like to go out there with no protection, thinking they can handle being just BDE, like yours truly. And then, of course, Shang-Chi comes and surprises them. So, if you are starting off for the first time and you're looking to pick up a card in your shop, and you have a choice to make, if it's Shang-Chi or anything else, my advice is to go for Shang-Chi. Yes, he is, again, the best tech card in the game. Now, playing with Shang-Chi, you're going to want to not to get priority. You want to play for not priority. The way that works is whoever's winning the most points in the lanes gets priority. How can you tell who has priority? There's an aura of light around their name when that turn starts. So that's how you know who has priority. You playing with Shang-Chi, you want to play it on the last turn, and you want to not have priority. So again, you can surprise your opponent. Now, there are some times you can play it before, but in this case, you're just starting off. My recommendation is on the last turn. You can also get other tech cards like Ghosts, which we'll talk about in another video, that their ability is you always do not have priority. Nonetheless, for those who are current in the game, for those who've been playing the game for a while, you already know what this card can do. My advice to you is continue using Shang-Chi to the max and continue shattering dreams on the battlefield. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the segment Tech with Tech, and I see you guys in the next one. So yeah, how you guys like it? Let me know down below in the comments. Of course, if you're listening on
That was really
Spotify,
good.
anything
I think
else.
it's really educational for people maybe just starting the game to get to know some of these important techs and how to strategize with them and use them for themselves.
Yeah, I agree. Tech, I think this segment is going to be a fun one because it also helps me break down why I like certain tech cards. Now, mind you, my name SuperTechGod isn't because of tech cards, but of course it's because of technology, which is the field I'm in, and I've been in for a while. But why not use that to also discuss the tech in these awesome cards? So Make sure you guys are around for
right.
next week when the next Tech with Tech is going to be the one and only Shadow King. Because we were playing Shadow King before he was anything special. We were playing Shadow King, and we were destroying Red Skull and Shuri cardless, the original ones. We have clips and videos of it. I think the Shadow King stopping those cardless were my most viewed shorts of all time because we were using Shadow King when nobody else was, and I want to break down Shadow King's tech on
That sounds
next
awesome, guys.
video.
And I gotta say, I was a fan of Shadow King someone's Venom before they could Zola it or Taskmaster it. It
Yes.
was really satisfying.
And since we're talking about new segments, we have another new segment for you guys, and this is called Snap Community Talk. All right, so of course, for this week's episode, we're going to discuss the WSF. Now, if you guys don't know, WSF stands for the World Snap Federation. Myself and Sino are both in it. It is the house that STG built. Of course, if you guys know, if you guys are fans, awesome content creators have been in the WSF.
That's right.
Bringing out different personas, having a good time. If you're a big wrestling fan, this is the place
Snap
to be.
meets wrestling and combined, and this is what you get.
That's correct. Shout out to Eddie, Alam, and GC putting this together, the two commissions of the WSF. And this past month was WSF's Rumble.
Snap Rumble.
That's right. So the way it worked was, of course, just like how the Royal Rumble works, they're going to be a bunch of wrestlers or opponents, and you had to toss them over the top rope, and the winner goes on to Snap Mania to fight. The champion at the current time is Default Dan the Monster.
That's right. Now, guys, you had the way it worked was you played one round. Now, if you win that round, kind of like going on ladder and winning a game, right? If you won that, you moved on and you played the next opponent, and so on until you got to the end, and then played the last person to win would win the Snap Rumble.
Yes. So the way WSF works, it doesn't care about snapping, doesn't care about cubes, doesn't care about winning the whole battle match. All it cares about is winning that one round, that first round. So it started off with Smooth Op. If you guys don't know who he is, shout out to Smooth Op.
Smooth Op, yep.
Leave the stuff down below. The first person went up who was picked first, and then of course he fought number 2, and then so on and so forth.
Right.
So if number 2 won, he'll fight number 3, et cetera, et cetera,
Et cetera, yeah.
So it went all the way down to the wire, and the number 15 pick was, of course, the one and only Prashawn. 15 pick, and he won to go on to fight Default Dan at Snap Mania. So it's going to be very interesting to see Default Dan versus Prashawn.
Shout out to
Snap
Mr. Cool
Mania.
winning that
Yes.
Snap Rumble.
Yes, he definitely has
Getting
some
his
awesome
title shot.
Yeah, he had some awesome promos, awesome effects. So pretty happy for that. But WSF is an awesome, awesome thing. The community loves it, and we want to spotlight it now as it pertains to what's going to happen in the future. So if you guys watched the Snap Rumble, Eddie Alam, one of the commissioners, is no longer a part of the WSF. This was his baby. Him and GC got together and created this awesome thing, as we mentioned. He is stepping down as he's no longer doing any type of Snap content. It's the same Eddie Alam who reached out to me to have me do the weekly variants because he's no longer doing it. Now, Eddie Alam does have some awesome content on his channels. Definitely go check it out. We'll leave his link down below.
That's right.
But as of right now, the WSF is being run by GC. And the next 2 pay-per-views will finalize season 1. So, of course, we have the Snap version of the Elimination Chamber, and then we have Snap Mania to round it all off. Now, my persona, my character came in as a heel, and after the first episode became a babyface. Everybody loved STG, Who Can Stop Me, BDE, Big Deck Energy, and my story went all around the place because I went from becoming the champion, defending it, and then, of course, being screwed out on SnapCon by Default Dan and the Hip Squad. It also went on to me recruiting people like Sino and others, Binks, of course, and many others.
And us coming to save the day and save SuperTechGod from a very Hender's feat.
Yes, Snap, Survivor Snap.
A very horrendous fate.
Yes.
That's what the words I was saying. Horrendous fate.
Horrendous fate.
And we saved him. Shout out to Sino for saving him.
Wow, he saved us. Yes, so it got to the point where I got tired of the Hip Squad. They kept cheating week after week. I never got a chance to get my rematch, and I quit WSF. My character quit WSF to come back a month later and have the whole place erupt. I felt like The Rock in that moment. Everybody was so happy. Oh shit, STG's back. It was so much fun to then get to a point where we were able to take out the Hip Squad at the Thanksgiving episode, and that was super fun because now the Hip Squad has been disbanded. And then, of course, we went into the Snap Rumble where I had my chance as number 10.
I was a little disappointed in you, bro.
Yeah, to try and win.
You lost to a guy who had just started the game. Like, he literally just, like, downloaded the game and got the starter deck and beat you
and that is
Tuccrr, I think, and a couple other people.
And that is the point of WSF. Doesn't matter if you never played the game before or if you have played the game. Anybody can win. Any given snap day.
They're not big on meta. They want you to tailor a card list to your character.
Correct.
So
based on that, that's how everything went down. So WSF definitely is a fun thing to get into and watch. Hope you guys enjoy what we have to say about it. We're going to have links down below in regards to it. And we want you guys to come and check it out because, again, there's 2 more pay-per-views for this season. Of course, there will be more seasons up and coming, but definitely check it out. You guys might have a good time, especially if you love Snap and you love wrestling. And of course, guys, again, now we go into our 3rd new segment of this week, and it is called, what is it called again?
wow.
It's the vibe. It's the vibe.
What's the vibe? Let's go.
There it is. What's the vibe? So this segment, we're going to have Happy Sino from a remote happy location.
I like that guy too
Yes, me
because
too.
we had the angry Sino the week before.
We should have had him today, but Happy Sino needs to stay in his happy place to remain happy, and I'm happy to hear that. He's going to give us a rundown and love on your favorite community card.
Yeah, guys, and it seems like the community card that needs to be loved on this week is no other than everybody's favorite monkey, Hit Monkey. Thank you, my fellow Sino and STG. I am no other than Happy Sino, and I am here to tell you what the vibe is. But before I do, STG, I got your soup, bro. I got your soup. The other Sinos wouldn't let me deliver it to you, bro. But I got it. I'm gonna send it through mail. All right? Got you, bro. All right. So the card we are vibing on today is no other than Hit Monkey, which is the best card in the game according to our boy, the Pirate King, the nicest guy in Snap, King Tuccrr. That's right. And what he said was, I'm really loving slamming down cards at the end of the game and playing Hit Monkey in a spot where my opponent least expects it or always has to account for it. The animation is so good too. And he is right. He is absolutely right, y'all, because look at these Hit Monkey variants. They are all fire, guys. And Hit Monkey himself, his tech is really, really good. Okay, guys, so Hit Monkey is an all-reveal card. He gains 2+ power for each other card you play that turn. So we got cards like Black Swan now that gets our 1 cost to a 0, and you can drop that down with Hit Monkey all in the same turn and cause your opponent to go bananas, you dig? Also, he's not a bad guy, man, but when you piss him off, he's just ready for battle and he wants that smoke, and he's strapped too. All right, guys. This is the card that we are loving on, and he is good also in a bounce card list. You can play him in other random card lists where you know you're going to be needing Bishop and you're going to be dropping a ton of cards down. Our boy, he's ready for the job, all right? All right, guys, that's it for me. So back to Sino and Ken before the other Sinos find me. Ken, I got your soup. Don't worry. All right, guys. Shout out to Happy Sino over there, killing it. Hey, he had your soup.
I know. I hopefully next time when he comes in, he can bring it.
I don't know why the other Sinos didn't let you leave, bro, but I got your back next time. We'll get him the soup, you know.
Love it.
And shout out to your boy, King Tuccrr, for the recommendation. Yeah, he wanted us to love on Hit Monkey. He's just really enamored with the card lately, so we got to big ups King Tuccrr.
Yeah. So if you guys have any other card you guys want to get loved on, please let Sino.
Yes, tell us what the vibe is, guys, and just hit us up on Discord, on Twitch. You can hit us in the comments and let us know what card you want us to love on, and we definitely will hold you down. Happy Sino will hold you down.
That is correct. So, guys, we come to the end of the episode. We call this the wrap-up.
Wrap.
Where we just basically discuss everything we spoke about on the episode. In case you guys want to just skip right to this part, first we want to say, don't do it. Just go back to the front. Nah, just saying, I understand people are pressed for time, so we appreciate you guys even taking the time.
I thought you like it in the front, not the back.
If you guys watch WSF, you guys will get that joke.
Yes, yeah.
But yes, if you guys are pressed for time, which I totally understand, this segment is for you. So this is called the wrap-up, where we basically talk about what we did, what we discussed on the podcast. So if you guys are very interested, you can go back and check it out. Or the wrap-up gave you everything you need to know, and you can move forward by either also supporting and leaving some comments down below.
That's right.
Or, of course, leaving us a voice note over on the Spotify side of things. So what we did this episode was we discussed, of course, the awesome splits between me and Sino of the Galactus comic book back, which I think was phenomenal. We also then dove into Talk That Talk, where we discussed this week's card, Better Ray Bill, and other things in the meta that was going on. Of course, we got into New Drip, which we spoke about the new season that's coming out, the Black Order, and each of its cards. Then we dove into the new segment, Tech with Tech, where we spoke about Shang-Chi and why that card is the best tech card in Marvel Snap. Then we go into our other new segment, which is called the Snap Community, which we talk about something in the Snap community that people love to discuss and you may not know about, and that was WSF and its Royal Rumble that just passed and its winners. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the other new segment, which was the Vibe Time as Sino, Happy Sino, loved on Hit Monkey.
Yeah, we definitely got what the vibes going. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And then, of course, we're now at the end of that podcast, which is the wrap-up. So we definitely appreciate you guys, and we love the support you guys have been giving us. Season 3 has been something very fun to do. We want to get better with every episode. We want to make sure shots are good. So I know you guys see close-up back shots. Pause. You see close-ups. You see further out shots. You see panned-out shots. You see things in the background, Funko Pops, belts, etc. You see stuff on the table, young Tegas doing his thing. We are going to get a perfect view. We're going to have it way more streamlined, but we are getting there. We are having some fun. You know, we took the step to be in person every week to bring this to you guys and not try to do anything, you know, as the old like we used to do. Mm-hmm. And I think it's been super fun. You guys have been giving us great reviews on it. Is there anything you guys want to see or think we can definitely improve on? Please let us know. Mm-hmm. Don't hesitate. There's no bad ideas, of course. Now, we also are going to take another step further, and we bring you guys all types of content. We do content outside of the podcast. We do content during the podcast, which we edit out that you guys don't see. Sometimes you see us cut from like laughing nonstop.
that.
Doing madness. You know, skit ideas and things like that, and testing out skits. Shout out to our guy, you know, in the mines. You know who he is.
I know that guy.
Yes. But we are starting a Patreon. So if you guys want to support the Snapcast, myself and Sino, we have levels, of course, in there.
Absolutely.
We will leave a link down below. You'll see the link show up on the screen. Mm-hmm. And it would be awesome if you guys could send us some support that way. Yes. Of course, it doesn't go without anything. Any support you guys give us is awesome. But we're also going to give you guys some...
A lot of cool stuff, right? A lot of cool shit in there.
Edited content.
That's right.
On bleeped out content.
That's right.
Contents will be there first every week on Patreon before it is on any of the other major podcast channels. Uncut and unraw. Behind the scenes stuff, photos, videos.
And prizes and other stuff, guys. Yes. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Check us out. Check out the Patreon. It will help us, of course. Right now, we're not monetized on YouTube. And even if we are, we're not looking to put ads up. If our Patreon is doing what it has to do, we're not worried about ads at all on YouTube because you guys love the ad-free content. We love to give you guys ad-free content. But, of course, we also, you know, just want to see if we can continue doing this the way we have been and having a blast. And
that's right.
You guys that awesome content non-stop. Now, again, we appreciate you guys for everything. And next week, we have some awesome things we want to discuss, some awesome things to look at. So is there anything else you want to let the people know? Here's the time to do so.
I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, the hell is this?
Whatever.
Bro, did I call you?
Me?
No, I mean last night. Did I call you? Like in the middle of the night?
Now I was playing Justice League. Oh, sorry, Suicide Squad. Kill the Justice League. Sorry,
What?
wasn't me.
I got phone call. What the hell is going on? I made phone calls last night. I was, I was a little depressed because of my split being overshadowed by some people. Had a couple drinks and I went to sleep. I don't remember what happened. I gotta check the cameras on my.
Oh, so you should have a camera in your house, right?
Yeah, I gotta check the cameras on my phone.
All right, let's see what we got. We gotta split this, right? We gotta see if we get a nice split as well.
That's what we doing now, huh?
Come in, buddy.
That's what we doing now, huh?
Galactus split in Snap history right now.
We just stealing thunder now.
Like, yeah,
Just couldn't let me live, huh? Just couldn't let me live, bro.
Let's see if we get something cool here. Can we beat Sino split? I gotta beat it so that we can go put on the internet right now.
Just couldn't let me live, bro. You're not supposed to do family like that, bro.
I was joking.
You set out to do it, bro. You were intent. Let's see if we can get a better split than Sino. You set out to do it, bro.
I was joking, but damn.
Oh.
Damn. We gotta split this, right?
We gotta split this. We gotta split this.
You know, welcome in, buddy.
I can't believe this, man. Come on, man. You could have did any other card. You could have upgraded any other card. You had to go after my card.
Alright, guys.
Look at you. Look at you. You were the best thing in the Snap community for a day. You broke Twitter from the jump. Very first gold finish Galactus Bronze Age variant. And you held your own like a gangster. And they took your glory, bro. Look at you standing there strong. In all gold. Let's go. And he couldn't let you live. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Galactus. That's a funny sounding word. Galactus. Galactus. He had to do that, bro. He don't know the meaning of family. Family wouldn't do this, bro. They would have let you shine and dominate. He ain't have to upgrade that card. He could have upgraded another card. He ain't have to do that to you, Galactus. Galactus. No, focus. Focus. I can't take it. I can't take it. Oh. I'll have to take this. I'll have to take this, man. I don't have to take this. You know what? I'm gonna call him. Yup. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him right now. Cause this ain't right. This is not right. Oh, so you just gonna let it ring? You just gonna let it ring now? You just gonna let it ring now? Okay. Oh, now you making me real mad. You just gonna let it go to voicemail? It's the longest voicemail ever. You want a voicemail? All right, I'm gonna give you a voicemail. Hey, Thunder Thief. What's going on? Huh? Everything great with you, huh? Huh? You just couldn't let me live, bro. You just couldn't let me live, could you? I hate you, bro. I hate you. That was the most messed up thing you could ever do to family. Family, bro. Family. You ain't learned nothing from Dominic Toretto. You can't even look Dominic Toretto in the eyes, bro. It's all about family. He told us this, bro. I did my mic. I did crazy. I'm acting crazy. You ain't had to do me like that, bro. You just jealous. Just jealous because I had a better variant and we broke Twitter and you did. We did it first and you weren't first. I hate you, bro. I hate you. I hope you get a virus on your Marvel Snap account. I hope you get a virus. Oh, I hope so. I hope it deletes every variant in the game and you're forced to play with base cards your whole life. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm gonna pay somebody to do it. I'm gonna pay somebody to do it. I hate you. I hate your hair. I hate your beard. I hate all of it. I hate it all. I'm coming for you, bro. Cause you ain't had to do that. You ain't had to do that. I hate you. Hey, bro. I'm just calling back to say, my bad, bro. My bad. You know I be tripping, man. You know I be tripping. I was in my feelings, bro. You know you my boy. You know that, bro. I was in my feelings, and I'm totally sober, bro. Totally sober right now. Oh, totally sober right now, bro. Oh. And I'm just saying, bro, that you're my boy. I love you, man. I love you, man. We bigger than this, bro. We bigger than this. We gotta let this go. You always count on me, man. All right? It's your boy. Top 5. Sino. Yeah, that's right, because we snap high fire. All right, man. Love you, bro.
Oh, Sino's calling. He left me a voicemail? Wait. What did I do to Sino? What?
Oh. I don't even remember that. I swear I don't remember that.
Wow, this is how you feel? This is how you really feel?
I don't remember. I didn't do it.
You know what's crazy? I bet you other podcasting I do every week. Okay,
where you going? You can't, bro, don't do this. I swear. Tuccrr, I'm sorry.